And the changes, I hope everyone is able to hear me out, right? Hmm?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool, guys. All right. So I want every one of you to turn on their cameras. Okay. So this can be more interactive. All right. I hope that isn't very hard for everyone. Even I will be turning on my camera. All right. All right. So I will start. Okay. So I'm expecting everyone else to turn on their cameras as well. Okay. This is just to make the class a little more interactive so we can interact a little more. Okay, so everyone, I won't call everyone by names, so just turn on, okay? Even in an interview, you will need to turn on your cameras, okay? So just go ahead and turn on your cameras. Great. I see people have started leaving the meeting. I don't know why. I guess I will have to call everyone name by name. Anita, your camera is not on. Anmol, is your camera on? Okay, great, guys. Okay. Love, Shweta, Tapas, Vikram. I will really appreciate if you guys have turned on your cameras. Anyways, I don't want to wait a little more because we are already running out of the time. I hope my voice is very clear to you guys. Is it clearly audible? Is it loud and clear?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
Okay, great. Okay, so I hope JavaScript and object-oriented programming is clear to you. Any doubts in that before we start?
No.
Sir, I have a need more practice
No.
because it is new for me and it is a syntax very changed to another languages. So I have
That
a
is that is
more
fine.
practice on it.
That is fine. That is fine. You guys can do the practice. That is fine. But any doubts?
No, I have no doubt.
Okay, great, guys. Okay,
Uh,
so
uh, Hello.
hey Vikram.
Yeah, hi. Good morning, Nikhil. So I had some issues with the constructor data flow. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was not getting the idea of like how the data is flowing from
Mm-hmm.
inside the constructor and then again to the main flow.
When we
So
are calling the object, right?
yeah.
No worries, you can attend today's backup class. We are having a backup class because the last lecture was not recorded properly. Okay, so you guys can attend that lecture if you guys have any doubts and we can clear that doubt at that time. And I guess I'm going to take that class today at 4 p.m. Okay, most probably today 4 p.m. or maybe tomorrow 4 p.m. I will have to see
Okay.
my schedule. Okay, so I will
Yeah.
let
Yeah.
you know. I will let you know, guys, by afternoon. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So shall we move forward? All right, guys. So today we are going to do little bit about Playwright. Basically, we are going to start the Playwright. I am hoping that my screen is visible to you.
Yes.
Great, guys. Great. Okay. All right. So starting with the Playwright setup and the async mindset. Okay. Before we start, has anyone ever heard word async before? Has anyone heard of word async before?
Yeah. It is like to wait for something.
Okay, if to wait for something, okay, in JavaScript
Even though
executor, okay. If async is to wait for something, then what is await? Okay,
Await is also to wait.
okay, I will make the words easy for you. Have you guys heard of synchronous and asynchronous?
We heard
Bit confused.
sync means mixed together like that.
Okay, okay. Have you guys heard to do something in the sync? Have you guys heard of
In
doing
Yes, sir.
something in
Yes,
sync?
think, yes, Nikhil. Whatever.
specific flow.
Mhm.
Line by
Located.
line.
Line by line. Someone has used the correct word, line by line or step by step. This is called sync. This is synchronous. One step is completed, then we have to move to another step. Okay. All right. Do you guys now understood what is synchronous?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yes.
Okay, okay. I will ask any one of you. Tapas, what is synchronous?
Anything which occurs line by line, one
Got it.
after one.
Step by step would be a better explanation.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
sure.
So again, now what is asynchronous?
Parallelly.
Parallel way, right? That happens parallelly. That doesn't wait for first step to complete for second step to execute. Okay. Let's say there are two steps for a task. Now first step isn't completed, but second step is also running in parallel. Okay. So this is asynchronous. All right. Do you guys understood what is asynchronous?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Shweta, what is asynchronous? What is asynchronous, guys? Shweta, are you in the class? Come on, at least say yes or no. I understand that sometimes concepts can be heavy and you won't be able to understand them at once. But say at least yes or no.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm in the class, but I didn't get what is the unsynchronization.
Do you got it? Do you get what is synchronous?
Yeah, it's line by line concept.
Doing something step by step.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
step by step.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will open my notepad and will give you guys example. Someone's mic is unmuted. All right. Let's say you ordered a coffee. Now you ordered a coffee, you get a coffee. Okay, these two are different lines. What is synchronous? Firstly, you will order the coffee and then you will come to the second step, you will get a coffee. Okay.
Yes.
Can this thing happen parallelly? You ordered a coffee and parallelly you get a coffee. This is asynchronous. When something happens at parallel, this is asynchronous.
Mm.
Do you got it?
Yes, yes,
Like
yes.
first step isn't completed itself. You haven't fully completed your order and you get the coffee. Have you ever got Burger King and you have added something into the cart and just by adding something you have got the order? You have to complete the order first, right?
Yes.
Got it? You have to complete the payment, you have to give
Yes.
the receipt, right? So asynchronous is when something happens in parallelly. This is asynchronous. But when something happens step by step, this is synchronous. Do you guys understood what is synchronous and asynchronous?
Yes.
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 Okay,
Yes.
so async comes from asynchronous, and JavaScript is a asynchronous language. Okay, do you
Sorry,
get it?
someone has unmuted. It was interrupting your voice, and
Sorry. Okay, I will check who has I don't see anyone unmuted. Is it clear now?
now it's clear.
Okay, so again, you got it. What is asynchronous and synchronous, right? Right, Jansi?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay, all right. So async word comes from asynchronous, and JavaScript is a asynchronous language. Means if you have written three steps in your code, then first step, then second step or third step won't wait for the first step to complete. Okay, first step won't wait for the second step to complete. Okay, second step won't wait for the third step, won't wait for the second step to complete. All the three steps will try to execute in parallel. Okay, so this is asynchronous. JavaScript is a asynchronous language. Is everyone getting what I'm saying? Abhilash, what is JavaScript? JavaScript is a asynchronous language. Okay. Anmol, JavaScript is a synchronous or asynchronous language?
Asynchronous language.
Great. Baljinder, JavaScript is a synchronous or asynchronous language?
Asynchronous language, sir.
Why? Reason?
Because all the programs are executing in the parallel
Not
form.
all the programs, all the steps. Programs might
Steps.
be different programs, right?
Okay, sir.
Mohit, what is JavaScript, synchronous or asynchronous? Okay, I guess he isn't very attentive in the class. Okay, Vikram. Okay, I guess he's trying to speak. Mohit, are you trying to answer?
My network is getting distracted again and again.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Vikram, JavaScript is a synchronous or asynchronous language?
It is asynchronous language.
Asynchronous, not unsynchronous. We call it asynchronous. Okay,
Asynchronous.
or asynchronous. Okay. All right. So I hope the concept of synchronous and asynchronous is clear to you guys. All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
All right. So moving towards Playwright setup. So what is Playwright? Playwright is like a remote control robot for your web browsers. Okay. Playwright is like a remote control for your robot for your web browsers. Okay. But unlike older robots means Selenium. Okay. Selenium is also automation tool, but it is older than Playwright. Okay, that are slow and clumsy. Playwright is fast and connects directly with the browser's engine. Okay, I will tell you a difference. Anyone may ask you that what is the core difference between Playwright and Selenium? So Selenium interacts with the proxy browser. Okay, Selenium does not directly interact with the browser. I will show you on a notepad. Okay, let's say this is your Playwright and it will directly interact with your browser. Browser can be Chrome, Edge, Firefox, any browser. Okay. But what does Selenium do? Selenium does not interact directly with the browser. There sits a browser driver, or we call it as a proxy browser. Okay. This proxy, Selenium interacts with this proxy browser, and this proxy browser takes the instruction to main browser or actual browser. Okay. And then, huh, mm, just give me a minute. Okay. And this browser returns some instruction to proxy browser, and proxy browsers perform the actual automation. Okay. Okay, you got it. You got it. What I'm trying to explain, right? Just remember, Selenium does not interact directly with the main browser. It interacts with the proxy browser driver. Okay, but Playwright directly interacts with your browser. Got it? I was trying to create a diagram,
Yes.
but it's not possible on Notepad. All right, and I don't have my tab right now, or I could have explained you with the drawing. But anyways, this works for you, right? Okay. So what is the core difference between Playwright? Okay. Uh, okay, Tapas, you have compared it to some electrical example, and I agree with something. I agree something with like that. Okay. Again, I have read that concept back in my 10th or 12th, so I don't remember exactly the series and parallel concepts of electricals. But anyways, yes, Teju, you are right. Driver.exe files, or we need not essentially download these exe files every time. We can directly call these exe files through code and Selenium. Okay, so again, do you guys got the basic core concept? Playwright interacts with the browser directly, but Selenium does not directly interact with the main browser. It interacts with the proxy browser or browser driver, we can say, or driver.exe file again. Okay, I will, Mohit, do you have some doubt?
No.
Okay, you raised your hand.
Okay, I just tried to liked it, but it raised my hand.
Okay, okay, got it, got it. Okay, Anita, what is the difference between Selenium and core difference between Selenium and Playwright?
Playwright directly interacts with the actual browser,
Mm-hmm,
and Selenium, uh, first it will just interact with the browser driver, which is proxy browser,
mm-hmm,
and then main browser, that is with the actual browser.
mm-hmm. Great, great. That is absolutely correct. Okay, great. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay. Hmm. Uh, okay, playwrights, we read that. However, web pages are unpredictable, right? Sometimes a web page can load in 1 second and sometimes it can take 5 seconds. Do you guys agree with me on this? Web pages are unpredictable. Sometimes they might load in 1 second and sometimes they might load in 5 seconds depending on network conditions and everything. Do you
Yes.
guys agree with that?
Yes.
Right? So again, async and await. You guys already know what is async, right? Async means asynchronous. Okay. When we say async, we mean, hey robot, this task will take some time. Okay. When we are saying async, you are telling your robot, you are telling the playwright that this task will take some time. You are just telling. You are not telling him to wait. You are just telling him that task will take some time. Okay. Now await. What is await? You are telling your robot, you are telling the playwright, don't take the next step until the first step is completed, until the current step is 100% finished. Do you guys understood this terminology? Async and await. Do you guys understood this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Again, everyone. Is there anyone who doesn't understood this? All right, give me a thumbs up if everyone understood this. Okay, I guess everyone got this. Great. Moving towards the analogy, this is the same coffee analogy that I told you. Okay, you guys can give this a read. Okay, I will explain you this crash. Now, think of it. If you try to drink the coffee immediately after ordering, right? Before barista has actually made it. Barista hasn't made the coffee, right? Barista has not made the coffee, right? You spill hot air on yourself, right? Got it? Got it? Barista is still making the coffee, but you are trying to drink the coffee, right? So you will just get the steam, right? Okay. So basically, in the code, this is called element not found error. Okay. When we try to find an element that isn't existing yet, that hasn't loaded yet. Okay. I will give you another example. Let's try. You are trying to get this Google. You are trying to get the element behind this Google. Okay, but the element is not loaded yet. But still you are trying to get. Then your code will crash, right? Your code will crash because you haven't. The element is not present yet in the page. Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree on this?
Yes.
Great, guys. Okay. So everyone understood again. I guess I have given many examples, 3 to 4 examples on this, what we called async await. So do you guys understood what is async await, synchronous, asynchronous, and await? Everyone.
Yes.
All right. All right. I don't feel the need to ask anyone. Okay. So moving forward with the next steps. Okay. Why async await is important? You guys can give it a read. I already told you this is to handle element not found error. Okay. But let's give it a reading. If you don't use await in the Playwright, your scripts run faster than the website load. As I said, JavaScript is asynchronous. It will try to execute all the steps parallelly. Okay. Your test will try to click a button that does not exist yet. As I said, we are trying to find an element that does not exist, that hasn't loaded yet. Okay. And it will fail, right? Your test cases will fail. But you will find out that my code is correct, why it is failing. Okay. So Playwright's auto waiting feature relies entirely using the await keyword, async await. Okay, got it? Do you guys got it? Why await and async is important in Playwright? Everyone, give me a thumbs up if you got it.
Yes.
Everyone else. Okay, great guys, great. Okay, so today we will do some actual automation. Okay, now let's first of all understood this thing. Okay, so I have some website here. Again, this would be a mini project. Okay, all right. So first step was this target website. Let's read the manual steps. Navigate to the URL. We have already opened the URL. Okay, click the start button. Okay, let's click the start button. Okay, there is some loading happening. Wait, observe the loading spinner. This takes about 5 seconds. You see, okay, I will refresh this. You see, when I will press the start, this loading will take 5 seconds. Right? And then hello world comes. Okay. So verify that hello world appears. And here is an instructor note. If we script this without waiting, the test will fail immediately after clicking the start. Right? You will, what will happen if you don't tell Playwright to wait? You will click the start and you will immediately start finding hello world, which is not present here, right? And this hello world actually appears after 2 or 3 seconds. Do you guys understood this? Do you guys understood this thing?
Yes.
Great, guys. Great. So do you guys understood the manual steps what we have to do? We have to basically verify that this hello world appears. Okay? Do you guys got what we have to do? Great, guys, great. Okay, so is next the coding part. All right. So again, check if node is installed. I guess everyone's node should be node.js should be installed. Okay, so you know how to check if it is installed or not. We already did these things in the first lecture. Okay, node v. This will give you version of the JavaScript. Okay, my version is 24.12.0. All right. All right. I hope everyone's JavaScript is installed today. Okay, no one is there. Initializing the project. Okay, I am not following these steps. Okay, I will create a new folder here. Okay, mm, just create a new folder. Call this folder Playwright Lecture 3 project. Okay, okay, keep this folder here. Okay, I generally keep the folders this side. All right, and open your VS Code. Click on this file. Okay, open folder. go to desktop. Okay, click on this folder, Playwright lecture 3. Okay, this is lecture 4 actually, right? Okay, so I will rename this to lecture 4. Okay, click on this and select folder. This will open this folder in VS Code. Okay, you see this folder is open. This folder doesn't have any file, so that's why it's an empty folder. Okay, any confusion still here?
No.
Okay, okay. Now installing Playwright in this folder. Okay, we will install Playwright in this folder. Okay, all right. All right, so come to terminal. Okay, close this. Okay, okay. You guys have to type this command npm init playwright @latest in your terminal. Okay, to this, what this will do, this will install the playwright in your folder. Okay, okay, this will install, and this will also create a basic configuration setup for playwright in this folder itself. Okay, I am hitting enter, my screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay, so, okay, I will hit the enter and you guys will see that this everything will happen automatically. Okay, this is asking me if I have to proceed further. Need to install the following packages, create playwright version 1.17.139. Okay, so you have to enter Y here. Y means yes, and again you have to enter Y. Okay, now it will ask you the language. We are starting with JavaScript. Okay, up and down keys you can use to select the language, TypeScript or JavaScript. Since we are starting with JavaScript, so I will select JavaScript by pressing the down arrow key and hitting enter. Okay, it is asking me where do you want to put your end-to-end test. Okay, I will take the basic setup as it is. So I will keep it in the already created folder. And what is the name of already created folder? Tests. Okay, so hitting enter. Do you want to create a GitHub action flow? We will do this later section. So I am right now doing it to false, and to do false, you see it is giving you option Y or N. Y means yes, N means no. If I will hit N, it will change to false. You see it changed to false. Okay, now it is asking me install Playwright browsers can be done manually via npx Playwright install, but I don't want to do manually. I will do it in this itself. Okay, it will take some time. Okay, you see a package.json is already created here. Okay, now you see node modules folder is created here. Okay, you see package log.json is created here. You see playwright.config.js is automatically created. Git ignore is already created. Test folder is created. Okay, these all folders are created automatically. I haven't done anything. I have just run a command. Okay, now you see this is installing the browsers. Okay, Chromium browser, Edge browser. It will install all the browsers that are provided with the Playwright packages. Okay, any doubt
This,
still here, guys?
yes, sir. This process follow in the every folder.
Whenever we create a new project in the Playwright, yes, we have to do that.
Okay. In one project, we can create a lot of folders.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, we can
oh,
create, but independent project is an independent project, right? So,
okay.
okay, okay, this is going to take 2 minutes. Okay, till the 2 minutes, anyone wants to ask anything? Anything, guys? Hmm.
Nikhil, I'm getting some issue in PowerShell. I'm not sure if it blocks.
I haven't reached here. Okay, and I have
Yeah.
already. Are you getting this? Access file cannot be loaded because running script is disabled.
No, I just run the first one npm init.
Yes, yes,
While
yes. You might get these errors while running these commands as well. Okay.
okay,
Okay.
mhm,
So I will come to that. Don't worry. I will come to that. Okay.
sure.
All right, guys. I want to ask you one more thing. Are you guys just doing the assignments, or you guys are also practicing what we have done in the class itself? Because assignments are usually small, but what we did in class is much and covers everything. So are you guys also doing the same code that we are doing in the class itself?
Yes, I'm doing both.
Okay, okay, great. So it's a request to everyone. If you want to really get into something good, do the both things. Okay, do both of the things. All right. Okay, so how much installation is left? Okay, little bit, 40, 45%. Okay, okay. Anything else anyone wants to ask here? Hmm?
Nikhil, while executing the second command, I'm getting the term npm is
You will get the error, so don't try to execute right now. Some
okay.
there might be the issue that some of you guys does not
Hmm,
have the policy execution set. Okay,
okay,
so let me reach there and then we can look at it. Okay.
okay. Right.
Okay, so you guys see this is completed. Okay, all the browsers are installed. We have a test folder, we have node modules folder, we have git ignore. We will understand what are these files separately in a lecture, but not today. Today we are just doing a setup and a basic automation project. All right. Okay. So moving forward. Hmm. All right. Okay. Some of you might be getting some execution policy error. Okay. So what you guys have to do, you guys have to open CMD. Okay. And paste this command here and hit enter. Okay. All right. Mine is already set. So that's why it's throwing a error. All right. So you guys can run this, and if someone is still getting that error, we can connect later on after the class and we can check that why you guys are getting this error. Okay, okay. Again, we have to actually open PowerShell, not CMD. We guys have to open PowerShell. Okay, again, we have to run the PowerShell as admin. Okay, so again, PowerShell run as administrator. Okay, hit yes. All right. So here we have to paste that command. Okay. So run it. Okay. And we have to go for A, yes to all. Okay. So this will be done. Okay. All right. Any doubts, guys? Any doubts in this? And this would be done. Mine was already fixed. So that's why I was not getting error. But when you guys will do this, okay, you guys won't get that